So so like yeah, I always ask you, do you read the chapter? But I'm pretty sure you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I know you already read it because it's been this chapter's been out for I don't know like 2 weeks now.
More like a
Uh,
month.
like a month. Nah, it's been out for like 2 or 3 weeks because this chapter came out early. This chapter came out last year. Also, Happy New Year. You know, yeah, it's already the New Year, so Happy New Year to whoever's listening to this video. But
And
yeah,
happy Three Kings Day.
oh yeah, that's too. Yeah, if you're Puerto Rican,
And happy Boxing
Boricua.
Day as well.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, Three Kings Day was when was it? A couple days ago. Yeah. So so yeah. Happy holidays, in general. So yeah. So yeah, this chapter came out very early. This always happens. For One Piece. And I decided, just wait until when it comes out officially. And that was yesterday, Saturday. Yeah. Usually the chapters comes out like officially on Sunday. But this time I don't know why it came out Saturday officially. Not sure why, but yeah. So yeah, a bunch of YouTubers, the people who already talk about the people who talk about the scanlations, they already did the videos, but people like Roger Base, he still hasn't done his reaction. But the official people, they still haven't done theirs. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the chapter. So yeah, this chapter, the ending of the chapter. Oh man, I may get a little bit loud. I may get, I don't know. May get a little bit crazy at the end. So yeah, and also since um we're recording this on Sunday. I was watching King of Light Things top 30 stream, and I was way behind. I think I'm like hours behind the stream because I paused
Hours.
hours, yeah, because I was doing stuff. I had to pause the stream, so I'm like hours behind the stream, and I think there's still, yeah, where I left off. King was like, yo, we have to start naming from 10 to 10 because if not, it's gonna be like a 20-hour long stream. And they got like 30 plus people in there. So yeah,
Damn.
yeah. But the reason why I bring this up because this week we're gonna do our top 30, and I'm gonna say this now. I think Molly's top 30 from last year is tame compared to what I was hearing in that stream. Like that
Really.
real well, I'm telling you, like it was insane. Like usually King, he has like one or two people who have like random like crazy lists, right? But it says he had like 30 people, like 30 plus. And there's people who hasn't even shown up, or the part where I was watching, there were people that still hasn't even shown up. And um, like the little man was crazy. Like one dude had Queen over Sanji. Queen, Queen over Sanji. I'm like, nah. And then I think he had King over Queen, and then Zoro over King. So it was Sanji, Queen, King, Zoro. I'm like, nah. Nah. So and then the one dude had Robin, the number 30. Um, I think one dude had Frankie in number 30. I'm like, nah. Yeah. So
Love it,
crazy.
but nah.
It was a crazy list. Crazy list. Um. So yeah, I think tomorrow I will finish it because I'm doing the video now. I'll finish it tomorrow. I guess I'll give my thoughts on whenever we do the top 30, like the complete thought of of that stream. But yeah, it's crazy. It was wild. It was wild. But anyway, let's start with the with the chapter review. So this is chapter 1071. Yeah, 1071. And we got the jump cover. We see a bunch of the jump characters. I haven't mentioned this. I'm pretty sure I haven't mentioned this in the video. But every time when I read a One Piece chapter, right, and they do the collaboration jump cover, and I see Jujutsu, the first thing I say, I'm like, man, his art style went downhill. The Gege game. That's the mangaka. I'm like, man, his art style, like, I know why, health problems and all that. He's like, you know, he's suffering like Togashi, so health problems and all that. But I don't know. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. At least in my opinion, and I know a bunch of other people have mentioned it, like on Twitter, that his art style has gone downhill. But also, I'm not up to date with the manga, so I don't know if it got better. But from what I see in the jump cover, it has not gotten better. But yeah. And then so I did not notice this the first time I read this chapter, but my brother pointed out that Toriko's mangaka, he's coming back. I don't know, with a one shot or with a new series, but cool. He's coming back. If it's a new series, then hopefully he learned from the mistakes of Bill King. Um, I was enjoying Bill King, but there were some issues that yeah could yeah the that I understand why I got axed because there were some issues, but yeah. This new series from what I read on Twitter is called Luck Luck. Hope I'm hoping that's a placeholder on the Luck because there's no synopsis of the series, so I'm assuming because of the name it's gonna be like a gambling manga. I don't know. That's the first thing that came to my mind, and I'm assuming this is the main character, and he looks like a combination of Coco and Sunny. Those are the vibes that he gives me for the design. But yeah, I don't like I said, there's no synopsis, so I don't know if it's gonna be an action series or slice of life or he did a gag series before Toriko. So I don't know. But is he going back to gags? I don't know. But yeah, he's coming. Something's going to drop from him. And everyone else, My Hero, Sakamoto, the faces that we see all the time, Undead Luck, anime is dropping. I mean, not Mappa. David Production doing Undead Luck. They animated. Yeah, that's really nice. Can't wait for the anime to come out this year. It's coming out in 2023. So yeah, I say, I haven't mentioned this in any of the videos, but I say Undead Luck is one of the best of the newer series. So like it's I say it's better than Sakamoto, better than Blue Box, I think that was called Blue Box, Masho, and I love me some Masho, but Undead Luck, yeah, it's like easily the best one for the newer bunch, for the new gen, how people say. So yeah, and then, so yeah, nice volume, from Jump. All that says is he's like Happy New Year. My resolution is to keep trying my best to draw an interesting manga for everyone. I'm like, although you doing that every year, every
He's
week.
been doing that for 20 years.
Yeah, for 20 plus years. So nothing new, nothing new. But that's his that's his only resolution. I guess. So yeah, with the when TCB dropped the low quality. Oh, that's something I have to mention. I texted you this. We there's not sure if you're aware, the people who are listening. There's like a new translation group, that they're doing One Piece, right? And they always release their chapters earlier than TCB on Wednesday, right? But it's like low quality, not the best translations, all that. But this time, so someone asked them, "Hey, are you dropping next year's chapter early?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're going to be the only one dropping it though." And so I was like, "What do you mean TCV is not dropping?" And they're like, "Yeah, no, they're going to drop, but it's probably going to be like on Saturday or Sunday. It's not going to be early." And then TCV retweeted that, right? And then they dropped the chapter first of them. I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay, TCB, I see you, So that was pretty funny. So yeah, but when TCB dropped the low quality of the chapter, they didn't have the spread. Now they do. It's really nice. It's just Sarah with Ulta, and I love the color scheme. The red and the pink and the white.
And the white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no blue, even though Ulta, she has blue. No one. Oh well, yeah. I was gonna say Jinbei, but yeah, that's his skin. And Frankie, that's his hair. But yeah, there's no like blue anywhere. Like for example, Sanji he could have a blue tie, you know. But yeah, no, it's really nice. Really nice. I like the color spread, and I like Brooks that his hair is like red. You know, that's really nice. Something though, yeah, I think Brooks something though wasn't cool. It was half like red and white, just like Uta. So so yeah, that would be nice.
He will
But yeah.
look like he will look like a Pokemon character if they did that.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah, really nice. I already made him my background for the laptop. For the longest time, my laptop wallpaper was this spread of the jump characters of like the main characters. Like it had Toriko, so it was an old spread. It was like an old spread. So yeah. But yeah, let's go with the chapter proper. Kuma's destination. So you know, Kuma he's moving, he's whooshing throughout the Grand Line, and he ended up in the last place. I don't know, like I wasn't expecting him to go here because yeah, I saw a meme that there's like Revolutionary Army like what's the word I'm looking for? They risked their lives to save Kuma. Kuma goes back to the Celestial Dragons. It's like, oh, yeah, yeah, it's pretty funny. So yeah, he goes back to the Red Line, to the port, to the base of the Red Line, and a bunch of people, you know, they're like, oh, it's Bartolome Kuma, you know, what he's doing here. Apparently, you know, they know that he's like the invisible slaves for the Celestial Dragon. So yeah, they're like, what he's doing here. Uh, Also the news that he escaped, you know, they're like, oh, I heard that he escaped. Cool panel right here. Really cool panel, Kuma. Like standing up, you know. But you know they're running away. From Kuma, and they're asking for like Marines to help because you know Kuma he's there, and they're saying that you know he's dangerous. That he used to be a slave, but they don't know what his current like programming is. So you know, just stay away from him. And we're going back to Egghead. So were you expecting this? Like Kuma going back to the red line?
Nah,
No,
nah,
no. Yeah, I don't.
nah. This,
No. Yeah. Like
nah, nah.
we
Like this
like
is the last place I was
yeah.
expecting.
Yeah, this was the last place, yeah. Like the Sabo and the few good men, they fought for their lives just to get him off of the red line, you know, off the Murray Jones. And Kobo's like that I'm going back. So I do wonder why he went back. You know, I heard some theories. Like for example, maybe I don't know something with the programming, you know, that he you know he goes back to the what I'm thinking is that you know like something of the programming that he's like, oh, I'm not in the red line, I need to go back to the red line since he's a slave. So maybe something with the something like that, like he knows that he's no longer in the red line, and since he's a slave, so he's like, oh, I need to go back to my masters, you know, which is messed up if that's the case, you know, like, oh, they did something to him that he cannot leave the red line, and if he does, he just goes back to Mary Joe's. But if that's the case, why he didn't haul himself to Murray Joe's, you know, like directly? Why to the base? Maybe he cannot do that, or so he just went to the base and then wait for the Marines to get him, and then you know, he goes back. But yeah, I do wonder why he went back. And this is a really cool panel. Him right here. I don't know. I just really like the how Oda drew him. He's just he's like flying. We don't see the paw. Yeah. We don't see the paw because Luffy he was surrounded by paw when you know Kuma paw him, and all the other. I'm pretty sure all the other star has the same thing happened to them. So I guess it just either Oda forgot to draw the paw, or it just works differently for Kuma since he is the user of the fruit. So yeah. Um. So yeah, we go back to Aiken, and yeah, it's funny because you know everyone was expecting Kuma to go to Aiken, not to the red line. So so yeah, but it's nice though. It's unexpected, you know. So yeah, I wonder. Another theory was that maybe Kuma he's going to imitate what the robot did like 400, I think 400, 200 years ago. You know, the robot that Vegapunk has in his like backyard, the Asian robot. Um, so I heard that, oh, maybe Kuma he's going to imitate that, you know, because maybe that's like a symbol for it's time for a rebellion, you know, because around that time that the robot did that, fishermen got their rights. So maybe that's like something that needs to happen for the sign of rebellion. So yeah, and somehow, some way, Kuma knows that or that he was programmed to do that. So yeah. Going back to Egghead, what's happening? Oh yeah, the Cyberpo Asians. Um, they got the Seraphims. Yeah, and I mean, it's going to skip to this part where Lucy says, because you know Stussy, she's like, you know, they're saying to Lucy, stand down, you know, don't do anything, you know, we're ordered to stay put and wait for the Marines, right? And then Lucy's like, I refuse to accept Straw Hat as an emperor. I'm like, I'm like, what, Lucy? Why you're being a hater? He's like Luffy's number one hater right now. He's like refusing to accept Luffy as emperor. Like, Lucy, you just got baby shook. You got no diff. The last chapter, the previous chapter, you just got no diff. So yeah, it's just so funny that Lucy, for some reason, he's like refusing to accept Luffy as emperor. I forgot to mention this last chapter that, yeah, Luffy, you know, because yeah, I'm saying now that Lucy got no diff and all that, all that. But you know, I am aware that Lucy did stood back up right after the fight, with just a bandage, right? But it's because, you know, he's a someone. You know, someone's they heal really fast. Plus he's awakened, so I'm assuming he heals even faster. So he did got no diff just because of his Delphi. That's why he's like perfectly fine right now. But he was fine for his life though. He was fine for his life, trying not to get unconscious. And he just said that he's like oh, I'm going unconscious. Yeah. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, all the backup punks they squatted up. The only one who there's one missing here, right? Let's see. Uh, yeah, Atlas. She's not the other one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
She did.
yeah. She did. Oh, she did.
Uh,
Clippings. Go listen to some clippings. What album was that? It's one of the Halloween ones. Um,
I think there was an addiction to blood.
yeah. Oh, she did. Oh, he did. Oh, she did. Do not dwell on the past, something like that. So yeah. So yeah, they're all squatted up, and they're ready. To this is so funny. They're like ready to leave, and that's in the next couple panels. But you know, they're like ready to leave. Lilith, she wants to fight, but Shaka's like no. Basically, that's like the whole conversation. She wants to fight, but Shaka's like no. That's too bad. He's like, that's too bad. No, we're not doing that. It's like I was gonna say Sengoku for some reason. Uh, Vegapunk, he's sad about something tomorrow, and they're like, well, you did twist his arm. You know, I think that's what they basically said. Like, you did, you know, twist his arm for he could act. Now this is interesting. This is an interesting moment. Vegapunk, yeah, they were discussing that. Oh, should we call this guy? Should we call him up for he could help? And they're like, I don't know. If you do, what does it? Oh, he's like, hold your horses. One shall be risking them too if we ask for help. The world government will chase them, and they won't have anywhere to go. And then Vegapunk, he just ignores all that. He's like, be that. He's like, I'm going to call him anyway. So, but we don't see the whoever he's calling. But the person says, of course, I've always been prepared for this order. So, and that's everything that we see. So, who do you think this mysterious person is?
I was thinking dragon, but that's too obvious.
Okay. Another thing he said, they mentioned that this person is currently on the base right now. So,
Oh, they
um,
knows that. My bad.
somewhere. Let's see. Okay, we still have another. Yeah, yeah. Pythagoras. He says we still have another ally on the island. Yeah. So that's why I didn't thought about Dragon because I'm like I know Dragon. He's sweating Kamabaka right now, so he's not. It's not him. So I'm like, who could it be? Who else could be on the island? And then we don't know where's Fujitora. I don't know. Fujitora, he's been very buddy with the Vegapunk, you know. Maybe it's Fujitora. I don't know. Interesting. Some people
That'd be
think,
pretty cool.
yeah, yeah. Some people think that Fujitora could switch sides eventually. Um, Once he learns about the horrors of the world governments and all that. But I don't think this is that time. Like, I don't think he's going to switch up now. I think it's going to be a little bit more later on. So even though he's an option, I don't think it's him, right? Um, Another option that I heard is Saul, because we all assume Saul is in Elbath, but Vegapunk said that he's in hiding. So what if he's hiding here? And that's the last place the world government would expect, like a fugitive to hide in the world government base. And Vegapunk, he has the robot, the ancient robot hidden in his backyard, and the world government doesn't know that. So if we could hide that robot, I think he could hide Saul and the egghead. So Saul could be an option, right? And also, uh, Edison, he says that if we call this person up, they're gonna be hunted down by the world government. So they don't want that. So Saul could be a good candidate. You know. Another candidate I heard was Scopper Gabon. You remember Scopper though, right?
Sure.
He's there's Roger, there's Rayleigh, and Scopper. He's the third strongest in the Roger Pirates. So Scopper, he's the guy who wields two axes. He wears sunglasses. He has like crazy long hair. Him and Rayleigh, they bicker. Well, not that much, but it's not like a Sora and Sanji level, but they're I remember they have that type of relationship. So and we haven't seen Scopper, throughout the whole series. So some people are saying, oh, it's Scopper, and that will be a parallel to Saboldi, where in Saboldi we have Rayleigh, so here we will have Scopper, to help out. Let's see, there was another option. Um, Aokiji. I don't know if it's gonna be Aokiji too, but Aokiji is like somewhere with Blackbeard, so I don't think so. Um,
I mean, I just thought, well, not a theory, but just like a crackpot,
mhm.
intrusive thought.
Uh-huh.
What if,
Mhm.
hear me out,
Okay, okay.
it's Kuma?
Ah, yeah, that's the other person I'm forgetting. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
Kuma.
okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Good.
so this has crackpots.
No, 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 no. You're not. Actually, I think that's the most tame. I think
Really?
that's
Nah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's pretty tame. That's pretty tame. Because
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I remember because I was thinking. I know there were three options that I heard. Yeah, a Scopper, um, Saul, and the other one was Kuma. Yeah. So the theory is that the Kuma, this Kuma from the beginning of the chapter is not our Kuma. Yeah, it's just it's a Kuma that Vegapunk made for the world government could have could use it as a slave and all that. And then this Kuma, the one in the Muji, is the actual Kuma, the original Kuma. He just been hiding here, all this time. Um, another
Actually, true.
version, another version of this theory is that this Kuma looks completely different, and it's just the mind of the original Kuma, you know. So he just transferred the mind to a different body. Um, so so
Okay,
that's
so
like
brain
another
minds
version.
do think alike. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You're going to say that?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
going.
cause like yeah,
Yeah,
like yeah, cause I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's the consciousness, like in a robot body.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
Vegapunk did the procedure himself, like the whole brain
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Yeah, yeah,
So like we have the consciousness and we have the mindless body. That's why he ain't talking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, oh yeah, yeah. That's why he's not talking. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Plus, he went back to the world government, so
Oh
maybe
yeah, yeah.
maybe
There's
it's
that too.
just the instinct of him being a robot.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, I if I have to rank them from like my most like least to most, so least like favorite, I guess. Even though it will be hype as hell to have Scopper because again he hasn't been mentioned, he hasn't been seen, and so that will be hype, right? But it's hype, but that's about it, right?
It
Saul,
lacks build up though.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Saul, they mentioned him in this arc, a couple chapters ago, and we're expecting him in Elbath, right? But like I explained, it makes sense for him to be hiding here. Like it's a really good high spot, right? And Kid right now. Oh well. Oh no, actually, it's in the chapter, right? The whole Kid stuff. So I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. But but yeah, yeah, So Kid, later in the chapter we see he's in Elbath, right? Or he's like on the he's going to Elbath. Um, it will be interesting if Kid he's in Elbath. Saul he's the guy who he's looking for. The man marked by flames. So, he's wrecking stuff in Elbath looking for Saul, but he's not there. So it will be a reverse of what's it called? A reverse of so, Although there's something that Randy Troy brought up, there's like a theory that he brought up. So, like so it'll be a reverse of Saul. Of Zoe. Where in Zoe, they were like, oh, where's Raizo? Oh, we don't got Raizo, but they have Raizo, and Raizo is safe. So in the case of Elbath, it's like, oh, where's Saul? Like we don't know a guy named Saul, and they're telling the truth because Saul is not actually there. So it will be a nice reverse, right? And then my like the theory that I like the most is Kuma, because that way we could conclude the whole Bonnie and Kuma thing with the actual Kuma there. And now Vegapunk doesn't have to explain to Bonnie the whole thing. Now Kuma himself could explain to Bonnie. And then that'll be really nice, a nice way to wrap up um the whole Bonnie thing, And and yeah, so I think it will be very nice, very emotional. So that's like my you know my ranking. What about you? Do you agree with me or do you have a different ranking?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know any other options. I don't know. So yeah, for who this character could be. So yeah. So yeah, Vegapunk called the guy, and they're like, okay, he's going to help us. And they're like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Um, they're going to take the Vega Force 1 to to the port, and then Vegapunk he's like, okay, I'm ready to leave, and he's like to the Straw Hats, I want you to take all seven of us, right, to the ship, and they're like, oh, seven, yeah. I was under the impression that it was just gonna be one, not all seven. So or that some of them going to die, and whoever's the one that is alive leaves one of them, right? That still could happen, that's still a possibility. So Usopp he's like, oh, seven, like seven, you're all coming. Who says this? Nami? Yeah, I think. Like Wa, that sounds like a pain. Sanji, I don't care. Yeah, so long as the Lilith Sean tags along. Frankie, he's aside. He's like, hell yeah, a voyage with seven faces of the world's best scientists. He's aside. We go back to Vonnie. So this is something that TCB did not translate last chapter, but the official did. So last chapter, Bonnie, she mentions the whole bug situation. She brings it up, in the official. So here in TCB, she brings up the whole bug thing again, right? So if you read TCB, right, and then not the official, and then you read this, you'll be like, why Bonnie's mentioning the whole bug thing? Like again, it's because I guess in the Japanese of last chapter, she mentions the whole bug situation, you know. But yeah, she's like very angry about the bug thing. She's like constantly mentioning she's like, oh, Vegapunk used bugs to attack me, and then Luffy's like, I don't think that was the case, you know, I think that's like something that you did, you know, like because you activated the weapon, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't Vegapunk's fault basically, but she's like very
Yeah, he
angry.
actually tried to warn you.
Yeah, but she's like very angry about him. Um, and they're like, don't beat him up, don't beat up old man. But they get a message, you know, from the like they get a random message that the what's it called, like the thing that was defending them is down. You know, someone just turned it off, and I think throughout the videos, I keep bringing up that this number kept changing, the number in the
Yeah.
clouds. Yeah. So now the number is 0. So I'm assuming the higher the number, the stronger is the defense system. And now since it's 0, it's turned off. So that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, someone turned it off, and they're like, "Who did that?" They scan the room, and there's no one in there. Well, you know, they say there's no life in the room. Could be a robot, you know. So, but I'm assuming they have Vegapunk has the technology to even scan robots, you know. So, but yeah, they say no one's in the room, right? So, there's a trader among them. It's Among Us now. So who is Sussy? Who do you think is sus? The obvious choice is Lilith, because she's the evil.
Yeah.
She's the evil. But who else could have been? You know, like I don't know. Like Lilith is the obvious choice, but I don't know. Maybe it's a whole new character we haven't seen, or I don't know. As Stussy, she's being sussy because they mentioned Kaku and Lucy. They mentioned that the thing is turned off, right? Lucy says it could be a trap, right? But Stussy, she's like question mark. You know, she's being sussy. So does she? Is she like? I don't know. It's interesting that Odo decided to focus on her right here when Lucy is talking about the is it a trap or whatever. Um, I'm not saying that she's the one who turned off the thing, but maybe she knows why it got turned off, or maybe she's questioning like, is there's a traitor among them? I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting, but yeah, Lilith is the most obvious choice, but they say there's no life form on the in the room, so I'm going back. Let's see who we don't see now. Atlas is the only one not with them, but we know she just got beat up by by Lucy. She's like she's being healed right now, so it cannot be her. Um, will be will be interesting if it's the dude that Vegapunk is called to help them. You know, I don't know. Like I don't know. That will be interesting if it's him, whoever the person is. But I don't know. I don't know. This is like something that you know that we just need to wait and see. Uh, the answer. So Kaku, you know, the Kaku, Stussy, and Lucy, they go up. They're like, see, everything's fine. They say they destroy every ship. It's just they're just missing the Straw Hat ship now. And this is a really strong Tempest kick from Kaku, Sky Slicer. Apparently, people are saying that he did the same attack when he was in the giraffe form, and it was a really strong attack. And now he's doing this in base form. So yeah, Kaku obviously he got really strong. But it's not strong enough. He's not strong enough. He's not that guy. Because Zoro in his sleep, he blocked it. Like, this is so funny. This is so funny. He blocked it easily. Kaku, he's sweating. Like he's like Rowanora. He's like no way. He's like sweating. And then Zoro's like, who the hell interrupted my nap? I love this. I love this page. Like this whole page. Um, yeah, Kaku, he's sweating. He's having flashback. He's having Vietnam flashbacks. Um, so yeah.
I love that
They.
he is rubbing his a blind eye.
Oh, he. Yeah, so funny. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He's like, yeah, like when you wake up, you rub your eyes and all that. He's real. Yeah, he is rubbing his blind eye. That's very funny. so so yeah, yeah, they're fighting, in the background. So they activate the thing again. I'm pretty sure. let's see, Shaka. Yeah, they got the Frontier Dome back online. So yeah. But they were too late because Kaku was still seeing Lucy. They got up. So yeah. Lilith, let's see, like Lilith, she's very excited that all this happened. Yeah, she's like, oh, we're going to fight after all. Uh, so again, she is the obvious choice, but I don't know. Like, is Oda going to make it that obvious? That's Lilith.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like it's an unrevealed character,
Yeah. And
or it's Pythagoras for some reason. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Something else. I remember I made this joke with my brother that Pythagoras should have said to Shaka, I found the hypotenuse, so I could activate the Frontier Dome now. I just want him to say something about the hypotenuse. I don't know why. I think it will be a funny moment. I don't know why. So yeah, Lilith, she has a gun. She's ready for war. I was going to say something about the whole Frontier Dome thing, but I forgot. They're ready to leave. The Straw Hats. Luffy, he's sad like how we're leaving already, and they're like, yeah, they're under attack, and they explain the whole thing to Luffy why they gotta leave. Let's see. Oh, then they're asking where's Bonnie, and she's obviously attacking Vegapunk. And she asks like, yes or no, can you turn my dad back to normal? And he's like, no, sorry, I just can't. But there's a reason for that. But we don't get to hear the conversation. But so yeah. Hopefully in the next couple of chapters we'll find out why Kuma did all this. I don't know. Let's see. But now somewhere in the waters of the New World. So I already mentioned this earlier. But yeah, Kid, he's on his way to Elbaf, right? Now, a bunch of people in the community, me included, assume that Saul is the man marked by flames, right? Because it just makes perfect sense. But if he is the man marked by flames, right? So that means Kid and Killer should know that he's a giant, right? So why Killer is asking Kid, should we dock in Elbaf? Like if Elbaf is the place that they want to go because it's Saul, he's a giant, he should be here. Killer is like, hey, should we dock? And Kid's like, yeah, like we dock in every island that we go. But Killer's like, yeah, but the home of the giants, Elbaf, like this island is gonna be. He says, I know, but this island is probably the home of the giants, Elbaf. So I don't know. It just the dialogue sounds weird. Like if Saul is the man marked by flames, so Killer will be like, instead of Killer saying all this, Killer should have said, "Hey, Kid, we're here. Like this is the place that we've been like trying to go to or whatever. Something along those lines." So because of this, also the official is like basically the same. So it's not like it's not like any differences. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I guess I need to reread, just in case the official. But yeah, from what I remember, it's the same. So because of this conversation right here, I think Saul is not the man marked by flames, but it's still a possibility. It's just one conversation, like one conversation between Killer and Kid, and but I do remember when in that chapter that came out, that Kid, he's like, we're looking for the man marked by flames. Law, he had an interesting reaction shot, so people assume that it's maybe someone connected to Law. So I don't know who else I don't know who that could be. So yeah, but yeah. So far, Saul, he's still the number one candidate for that role. The other candidate will be Scopper because again he hasn't done anything. So people used to be giving Scopper, like maybe Scopper's this guy, so for he could do something, for he could be relevant in the story. But I still say Saul is the number one candidate. Despite this besides this conversation right here. So yeah. I don't think I brought this up in the previous videos, but I heard this theory before of Kid going to Elbath because that's like Randy Troy has been saying it ever since they left Wano. So W for to Randy, you know. I don't mind the idea of Kid going to Elbath. I think it will be, it's interesting. I like the idea because because we know Kid, Kid, he's not a friendly guy. He's probably going to, mess up a couple of giants, But the moment that Luffy goes here, he's going to, no diff Kid and his crew. So, uh, I just think it's gonna be interesting how they're going to interact. So yeah. Now, what about you, though? What do you think about this whole Kid going to a bath?
I mean, someone had to get there.
Yeah, someone had to. And it's so funny.
Um,
Someone said this bum kid is singing Elbath first than us, which I agree. Yeah, I agree. But so like you said, someone had to go there first. Someone had to get there eventually. So yeah.
I mean, it would be funny. It would be funny if Straw Hats had to save him again.
Oh yeah, it would be hilarious. Oh man, it would be hilarious. Kid, he got beat up by Loki or something. I don't know. Thor shows up out of nowhere and beats Kid up. So yeah, that'll be hilarious. That'll be hilarious. I think to rescue Kid again. But yeah. So yeah. I don't think we're going to see more of this. I think this is gonna be the I think this is gonna be the last time we're gonna see Kid until we go to Elbath. But maybe not. I don't know. Maybe although he's been surprising us throughout this arc, so I don't know. Maybe we're gonna get an update on Kid. So and okay, here we go. Here the last page of the chapter. Okay, so We're in G14. That's the naval base closest to Aiken. So uh, someone's talking to Doll, baby girl Doll. It's nice to see Doll again. So and that person is Garp. So Garp, he's asking for for Helmeppo. Yeah, Helmeppo. I guess and a couple of Marines to go with him, right? And Doll, he's like, I'm guessing this Doll. Yeah, Doll is like, you're such a troublemaker by Samro Garp, and Garp is like, or Doll, not Doll. She's like, we're about to head over to Egghead. We can't spare any of our men. And Garp, he's like, don't be like that, Doll. And then he laughs. She's like, this isn't a joke. You want to launch an offensive against an emperor? Have you cleared this with the top brass? And he's like, huh? He's like, what would I? I am him. Why would I do that? Why do I need to do that? And then Daw is like, you've been in the Navy for how many decades with that attitude? I love the face of the Mushi though. Yeah, he's like dumbfounded. He's flabbergasted. He's like, why do I?
Appalled at that
Yeah,
question.
yeah. He's like, why? What? And then the Garp says, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Besides, I'm already here. And she's like, you're what? And so yeah, he's already outside. You know, and you know, it's weird that they thought it was a pirate. They're like, is that a pirate attack? And they're like, oh no, wait, no, it's just by Samurai Garp. You know. So Helmep was like, oh, by Samurai Garp. He's like crying. I really wanted to see you. Kobe went and got captured by Blackbeard, and I couldn't do anything to help. And Garpy's like, quit whimpering. It's hard to wash. Just get on board. He's like, get on board already. We're gonna head to Hashinosu. Let's beat the snot out of those pirates and save Captain Kobe. And they're like, oh, by Samurai Garp Sujo, Sunshow. And then the hero of the Marines, Garp. And we see I forgot her name already, but she's also a baby girl. She's like one of the new people that we got introduced. And the colorings, really nice. Josh and the woman Garp. So 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 the first thing I want to say about this whole Garp thing. Well, okay, before I say, what do you thought about the chapter?
One Piece was pretty good last year. I mean, this year.
Yeah. Unofficial last year, but officially this year. Yeah. So yeah, it was I think I really like this chapter. It was really good, right? So the
Yeah,
the yeah. So the thing I was going to mention, right? A couple of days ago, my brother just randomly went to my room, right? And randomly he just asked, "What Garp is gonna do to Blackbeard?" I'm like, hey yo, I'm like, what do you mean? Garp, he is him. He is that guy. Like Garp and a few good men. Garp, he's like just said he's going to beat the snot out of those pirates. He just needs Hembepo. He's like Hembepo, come, I just need you. Like Garp, he's going to roll up,
Garp alone, nah, but with
but,
Hembepo,
but
come
with
on.
Hembepo, of course. That's the way. Garp also has Boldegard. That's his name. Leo, do you remember Boldegard? Go look him up.
No,
No. Um.
I do not.
Let me look at One Piece. Bold. I think that's his name. Bold. Oh man. Nah. Garp. Right hand man. Let me look. Right hand man. Let's see if it's going to show up. Yeah, Bolgard. Bolgard. I said Boldegard. Uh, this is Bolgard. I think he has only shown up like twice throughout the series, but yes, he is Guard's right hand man, and I saw this like I'm guessing fan art, yeah, like how the Garp versus the Blackbeard prize are going to go down, and so was Garp. He's like walking, and then Shiryu, you know, is going to attack Garp, but then Bolgar shows up out of nowhere and blocks the attack. That it's gonna be like that. You know, Garp with a few good men. You know, he's going to go up to Blackbeard and baby shake them. He's going to baby shake everyone. You know, so okay. Now seriously, seriously speaking, Garp, he's old. We know that he's old. He's getting there. One Piece characters, they get weaker as they age. Um, but yeah, Galeo, it's Garp though. It's Garp. He is him. He is that guy.
I mean, against an emperor.
But Apple, that's all he needs. He's like, no, but seriously though, why Garp? Like Garp, he's like very confident that he's like come up. Oh yes, he said come on board. That's all I need. You're all I need. But I don't know. Okay, Jesus Burgers, he's not that impressive. Like, like,
I mean, with the devil fruit though,
but
carrying mountains.
But Garp could do that without a Delph fruit. He like,
I never seen Garp carry a mountain.
but pre-time skip. You remember the cannonball that he lifted?
Yeah, but
But
that's a cannonball,
but
not a
but that
mountain.
was huge though. The
Anyone
cannon,
can carry a cannonball though.
but that cannonball that, well, I don't think you remember. Wait.
Garp cannonball.
Garp. I'm just going to write Garp. Let's see if it shows up. Look. I'll film. I'll film. Like, let's see how big is this thing. I remember it being huge. It's like way bigger than the Sunny. Here's some. Okay, is there some math right here? Okay, so that's the Sunny. For I'm guessing there's some math of the size or whatever. It's huge. It's bigger than the. What's this? Who did this? This is Burgers. What's this? Oh no, this. Okay, I thought it was it's just so. It's a huge cannibal though. And I guess in the anime they make it even bigger because they exaggerate stuff in the anime. But RP's doing this easily. Like I don't know. But there's you know, but still, like Garpy's that guy though. Garpy's that guy. And again, I forgot Jesus Burger is still like he's still not that impressive. Yeah, he lifted a whole mountain, but I don't like it. Like Burgess, he's still that not that impressive for me. Shiryu, I don't know. I understand that he's supposed to be Zoro's future opponent. He's still not that impressive. And the Devil Fruit is not helping. Yeah, he just goes invisible. So who else? San Juan Wolf. We haven't seen anything from San Juan Wolf, but you know, if Garp could do this with that cannibal, like um, that's not it's not gonna be challenge. Who else? Who else? Yeah, I don't know, it's just the Blackbeard crew for me. They're not that impressive, honestly. Hey, like they have crazy Dofus now, but still, they're not that impressive. I don't know.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
we barely seen them, so
But the stuff that we seen to me is not. It's just not that impressive. You know, like compared to other
I mean,
like there's other characters that we seen the same amount, right? For example, Beck Beckman. You know, I say we seen less of Beck Beckman than of the Blackbeard crew, and that amount of Beck Beckman is way more impressive than anything that the Blackbeard Pirates has done. You know, but also I do gotta keep in mind that the Blackbeard crew, they get stronger as the Straw Hats get stronger. You know, there's like a parallel. So the Straw Hat crew right now, they're really strong. So that means Blackbeard has to be, his crew also has to be as strong or stronger than the Straw Hats. So I do understand that they're strong. It's just in my opinion, they're not that impressive. I don't know. It's just everything that they seem promising. Also, like if I want Garb to like like you go into Hashinoshu and just mop the floor with everyone, and get Kobe and Dips and Blackbeard. He's like quaking his boots, and then they're like, Captain Blackbeard, why are you quaking? Are you using his devil fruit? And he's like, no, don't you see? It's Garp the hero. That's why I'm shaking my boots. But but narrowly, like I will understand if Garp gets destroyed also because again he's old and is Blackbeard. He is Emperor, but Garp, he's very cocky though. He's like very cocky right now, but you know. So I don't know. This could go either way. This could go either way.
I don't know. I feel like he'll probably die. I feel like Garp here is gonna
Uh
be the reason why the Marines will go to this war, to the war to end all wars in One Piece.
yeah. A bunch of people like King Lightning, for example. He's been saying I think since last year or maybe a little bit more that he sees Garp dying soon, right? And because of this, now he's like pushing that agenda more. That Garp is gonna die, you know, which I could see that. Yeah, I could see Garp dying. He's probably going to die here with this fight. A bunch of stuff could happen. Also Aokiji. I just remember, yeah, Aokiji. He's part of the crew, of Blackbeard's crew, and there's this theory. Aokiji is part of Sword. Uh, Garp is the leader of Sword, right? This is Randy Troy's theory. Um, so I could see this happening. Randy Troy mentioned that he could see a moment where Blackbeard asked Aokishi to kill Garp, to prove his loyalty, right? And Garp will be fine with that because Sword, whatever their goal is bigger than Garp, so Garp will probably be fine with that. Aokishi, and to show his loyalty to Blackbeard, he kills Garp. I could see that happening. That's a possibility. You know, um, but if Garp, you know, walks up to the Blackbeard Pirates and baby shakes everyone, I'm gonna be the loudest person in the room saying that he is him. Um, because I'm one of those people who thinks Garp could kill Akainu in Marineford. Not sure. Are you one of those people, Leo?
Garp killing a kind.
In Marineford, because you remember
It,
you
yeah,
you
yeah,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
I think.
That like after Akainu kill Ace, Garp was going to
Yeah, yeah.
Garp was going to kill Akainu, but then Sengoku stopped him. Sengoku was like, don't do anything harsh, And then Garp is like, oh, Sengoku, keep pulling me down. If not going to kill that damn, if not going to kill that damn Sakasuki. So I'm one of those people who thinks if Sengoku then stop Garp or if Garp escape from Sengoku, he will kill Akainu. So and there's a bunch of people in the community who thinks that's a. Are you one of those people or or not?
I mean, maybe. It will be close though.
Woman close. Okay, okay,
It
okay.
will be close, yeah, because they're both admirals. Of course, Garp is older, so
Yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah,
already be weaker.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But like, I feel like in the midst of the war, like something could have happened that either him or Garp would have the upper hand. Like something would
Yeah,
happen.
yeah,
Like it would have been a fair fight
yeah, yeah,
because there's so much shrapnel and shit going on.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah, that's one of the things that people gotta keep in mind. That during that moment, a bunch of things were happening, right? And if Garp did snuck up to a Akainu, because also he wasn't running. That's the thing. He was slow walking to a Akainu. He was like slow walking, prepping up his fist, to punch him. But if Garp, like, okay, if Garp bliss Akainu and get him out guard and all that, I think he will land like a good killing blow. But that's assuming if Akainu doesn't dodge, which I think he will. He has observation, hockey, and all that. So, but yeah, keeping you know, keeping this whole context of the situation in mind, I think Garp could kill him, But if it's a one on one, like they're both fighting one on one, not like sneak attacks or anything like that. I think it's gonna be a very difficult fight, but and it could go either way, in that situation. So yeah. But but yes, Garp stocks, they're either going to go high or they're going to go low. They either going to go over to the moon or they're going to go low. Um, you already mentioned it many times. I'm in the camp that I think his stocks are going to go high. You know, he's going to prove why he's the hero, why he is the fifth. You know, he is the legendary marine. So so yeah. There also could be the situation where they don't even fight. Uh, we also gotta keep that in mind, because if Blackbeard didn't want to fight Wrigley, there's also the possibility that he's like, oh, I'm not going to fight Garp. You know, he's like, okay, here's Kobe. I don't want to go into any trouble. You know, but if we capture Kobe, maybe this is part of his plan. So maybe he does want Garp to show up, and in that case, why? Well, to kill him, that's a possibility, but maybe there's more to it than just that. Um, I heard I read something disrespectful. That what if Garp dies and then he asks Blackbeard asks Moria to turn him into a zombie. Oh my god, that would be disrespectful. that would be that would be very disrespectful. That would be yeah. Another disrespectful situation. You're not going to get this level, but I'm going to say anyway. So in Bleach, basically it's almost like, what if Blackbeard does a Yuha Bak? I'm like, nah. I'm like, nah. If Blackbeard does a Yuha Bak on Garp, nah, ain't no way. If he does that, it's a
Nah, nah.
that
I'm not understanding this shit, but like, nah.
that would be very disrespectful. Yeah, I'm not going to explain it because it's a spoiler. It's like a big spoiler.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the people who read Bleach or saw the anime recently, you know what I'm talking about. If Blackbeard does a Bach on Garp, nah, that would be very disrespectful. But hopefully not. Hopefully not. And the thing is, Blackbeard could.
Nah.
The thing is, Blackbeard could easily do that. That's the thing. He has the he has the Dofu powers. To do that and his crew. So that's a possibility as well. What else? I think those are the two most disrespectful situations that I heard that could happen with Garp. Um, Also there's the whole Aokiji killing him and all that. But I think that's more like part of sword. That could be like a sword thing. And in that case, I don't think it's gonna be disrespectful. Maybe sad. If that happens, I could see some people crying. Because of that. Um, but the people who are aware of the sword theory, they're probably gonna be like, oh wait, there's more to this. So yeah. And another crazy thing about that whole sword theory, you know, um, Garp, he's not confirmed to be sword, right? But the theory is that he's the leader, right? Right now, Garp, he's asking Helmeppo, who is sword, officially sword, to come with him, right? We know that she's Sword. Um, is it her name? Nah, her name is not Hibani. I don't know why I thought about Hibani, but maybe it's Hibani. Anyway, her. We know that she's Sword, right? We know that Kobe he's Sword, right? And we know on this island specifically, there's like a bunch of Sword members. Doll, she's not Sword. From what she's not confirmed to be Sword. So what if Garp goes there with a bunch of Sword members, right? And Kobe he's Sword. Aokishi he's theorized to be Sword. And Law he's also theorized to be Sword, right? Law he's with Blackbeard right now. So a bunch of Sword members are gonna be in one place, right? I will not be surprised if Ed Drake X Drake shows up out of nowhere too. Like Garp has X Drake because I remember a character mentioning that they don't know the whereabouts of X Drake currently. So I don't know. I would not be surprised if if Garp has X Drake on his boat and then he goes to save Kobe and he's there too. Um, so yeah, a lot of Sword members are going to be one island. So yeah, gonna be interesting. Hopefully we get the reveal that Law he's part of Sword too. So that'll be nice. Another thing that I want to see from this fight, potential fight, is a rock flashback. You know, that would be nice. That Garp he sees Blackbeard and he's like, yo, this guy, he's the second coming of rocks right here, basically. So then Blackbeard and then Garp he's like, I need to stop this guy now, you know. So to avoid rock happening again. In that case, I could see Garp dying, you know, failing. But that's like storytelling 101, you know, where the epic old man is trying to stop uh the villain and then he dies. You know, that's like shonen 101. You know, it always happens. So so yeah. Um, what else? Rock flashback that would be nice. And yeah, I think that's all for the whole Garp thing. What else? Do you want to say anything about like add anything for the Garp Sujo?
No.
Okay, okay. So and and before I leave, again, it's nice to see Daw again. Like damn, the dear Lord. Like my God, Dios mío. Daw. Oh my God. So yeah. Sadly, not that much fan art of Daw. Like I haven't seen that much. So yeah. Going back to the kid stuff. Yeah, I don't know. He's a bum, but you know, someone has to go there. Someone has someone had to go to Elbath. It sucks that it's kidding, but it is what it is. Some people, I don't know if this is true. Some people are saying that kid has extra scars. And I'm like, God, some people, so some people are like, kid got extra scars just from sailing to Elbath. Like he's just a
It
bum.
looks like it
It
though.
looks like it, right? Like I'm not going crazy.
Yeah.
Like he,
Like, I don't know if it's like the shading or like it looks like the eye has an extra scar. He didn't have in Wano.
yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm like either that was for the final big bomb. I don't remember him getting like scarred. So I don't know. It would be hilarious if he got extra scar on his way to Elbath. Like that's how much of a bum he is. You know, he couldn't defeat a Seekin or wherever like the Seekin tried to attack him. He got scar. That would be funny. That would be funny. So yeah. And then yeah, you know the Vegapunk Bonnie thing. Hopefully we get to learn about this soon. And the theory that the person that Vegapunk is calling is actually Kuma, like the either the actual original Kuma, like body and mind, or just the mind in the new body. Either way could work. Zoro stopping Kaku like it was nothing. It's pretty funny. I still haven't colored anything for the thumbnail. I'm too lazy to color something, so I think I'm just going to use this panel right, this silhouette right here. Because I really like it, and you know I will add stuff for the background and all that. So yeah. Um, see what else. Oh yeah, we talked about the dome. Like who could it be? We just don't know. Lilith is the obvious, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not Lilith. Uh,
Maybe it's Pythagoras. Maybe it's George.
it could be anyone. Yeah. So yeah.
Maybe they bribed Jork with food.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, it could be like a squad situation. You remember squad, Leo? White beard pirates,
Oh,
Marine Ford, the guy with the spider tattoo on his forehead. Uh,
the guy that attacked Whitebeard.
yeah, squad. Yeah, that Akainu tricked them. Yeah, to attack. Whitebeard. Um, so it could be like a squad situation where a Marine went up to one of the punks as like, hey, if you help us, we're not going to kill you. We're going to keep you alive. You know, it could be that. You know, and I don't know. I don't know. So that's like a possibility. Let's see what else. And then I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, and then the beginning, the whole Kumba thing in the beginning. That
Wait,
he
no,
went. What you said?
no, wait, no, no, right. Like I just had a thought that connects this shit with the previous one.
Okay, okay. So yeah,
Yeah,
the whole Kumba situation. So speaking of the previous chapter, um, what was it? Me and my brother were we were talking about the previous chapter, and the whole conversation about the baby boa with the Marines happened again, right? And then yeah, and then like yeah, it's weird, and then my brother is like, he's like, he mentioned something about is I don't know if I could say this word because now YouTube, now they're going like hard on the censorship. Not sure if you're aware though. Um,
yeah.
so CP, I'm gonna say CP, right?
Oh,
It's
she's pizza.
CP, right? And I'm like, now we know what CP stands for the CP in the Cyberpole. Yeah, I know it means Cyberpole, but I don't know the way that they were acting last chapter. I think CP stands for something else. The way that those people were acting last chapter, I'm like, nah, it could mean something else. I hope but yeah, we were talking about that. And since you mentioned last chapter, I just remember the conversation. You know, I
You know
don't know.
what I was gonna mention was
Uh huh.
that since Kizaru was waiting outside the shores of Egghead, well, not the
Mm-hmm.
shores, but like near the coast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I was thinking, what if
Mm-hmm.
they do a Buster Call on Egghead?
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
like and Vegapunk's brain or part of it, whatever his memory bank is on Egghead. Like if they destroy the island with it, including that,
Mm-hmm.
like would Vegapunk like suffer minor injuries, like just not have those memories, or will he just end up in a vegetative state, or will he lose more functions? Will he die?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
Vegapunk ain't bringing that thing on him. Just the seven other dudes, the seven Stellas,
Yeah. Yeah.
satellites,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. That is interesting. Yeah. Vegapunk, he said that he's ready to leave, right? But and that he packed up. Yeah, he is leaving with a backpack. But yeah, that's right. Yeah. 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 Like, what's the deal with the brain then? Is he just going to leave the brain there? Or did he pack up parts of his brain or like a small copy of his brain. Like what did he pack? That's that's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering now. Yeah, because he does have a backpack. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting. Also, I did thought about the Buster Call thing. You know, uh, you know, I did thought about that because if they really don't want the Straw Hats to leave, so this Buster Call the place. They could make a new one. They could make a new science thing once the world government finish doing their cleansing and all that. So they could just make a new egghead. Um. So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, what they're gonna do with the brain, or like if they attack a brain, is it going to hurt all the punks in in some way or something? Yeah. I still think there's just gonna be one of them leaving with them. Who that who that person is going to be, we don't know. I just hope it's not Ellison or Pythagoras since they're my least favorite. They're my least favorite. Um, Atlas, she seems down for the count. I don't know, maybe they heal her up, and she could still is currently she's not a candidate because she's down for the count. Um, so yeah, my I'm hoping either Lilith, Shaka. I don't mind York, but I'm mostly hoping for Lilith or Shaka, or maybe both. Why not both? Porque no los dos? Why not? Why not? Or maybe Becca Book himself. So that could also be a possibility. Um, so yeah. I guess that's all for the video, right? Anything else you want to say?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So yeah. That's the video. Um, leave a like if you liked it. Dislike if you don't. Subscribe. Yeah, you gonna say something, though?
Hit the subscribe button just like the Pope hit the fan.
I didn't know. You mean that he
Yeah,
died, or?
he died. He did.
Oh, I didn't
Well,
know.
not the current one.
Oh,
No, not the
okay.
current one.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying the current one. Oh, okay.
No, that the current one is alive and dandy.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Oh,
Okay.
he has to be like because Argentina won.
Okay. So, okay. I thought you were talking about the current pope. Alright.
No, the retired one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do that.
The one accused of protecting of kid littlers.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So okay. So yeah, do that. And I think we brought this up, earlier in the video that we're gonna do the top 30. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and some other bits.
yeah. Oh, and some other bits too. Yeah. But the top 30, yeah, is the One Piece related thing. So
Yeah.
so yeah. And I think I'm pretty sure I brought this up earlier in the video. It's gonna be tame. It's gonna be tame compared to whatever is happening with the King of Lightning stream. Like, man, that's crazy. Yeah. So yeah. See you next week then. Yeah. See you.